Now.
Yep, we're on. All
Yep.
right. Well, hey, everybody, welcome. We are so excited to be here with you today. Dana and I are starting this fun new little Facebook Live series called Getting Real with Ginny and Dana. And we just want to have some fun kind of, we can't really call it coffee talk, but hot lemon water talk doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. But we just wanted to have a space where we could talk about real talk about living with thyroid disease. So thank you guys for being here today. How are you today,
Absolutely.
Dana?
So good, Jenny. I'm excited and I'm happy to be doing this. And I say I'm good. And for this, few minutes when we make our announcement, I'll be really happy. But we have a really kind of interesting topic today, and so let's wait till we announce before we get into that.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds good. Well, we do have a big announcement today that we're especially excited about because we've been working on this since April of 2017. So we're going on a year and a half of just working like crazy trying to bring this thing to the world to help thyroid patients thrive. And it's called Thyroid30. And it's time, guys. It is here. The time has come. We are going to be, hi, Adrienne. Hi, Kate. So we're going to be opening enrollment for Thyroid30 starting September 20th. So this is coming right out, guys. We're going to be if you're on our mailing list, we're going to be sending you information about that. And if you are interested in this, that's really the best way to stay in the loop and to learn about Thyroid30 and to get the announcements about, okay, we're open for enrollment. This is when the game's going to be starting and things like that. So if you haven't already, you want to click that button on our Facebook page. I think it says sign up
It
here,
does.
right? Yeah. So click that, join our mailing list. You can get more information at thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30. And Dana, why don't we talk a little bit about what Thyroid30 is just
Right.
for
That's what I was
people
going to
who,
say. I think we should tell everybody, what it is, because this is our baby. This is what we've been working on, as Jenny said, since April of 2017, and it's an amazing project. And this is how it all started. So why don't you tell a little bit, because it kind of came from us going back and forth.
okay, that sounds great. So Thyroid30, what it is in a nutshell is this is a 30-day wellness adventure that is that we created in order to help thyroid patients like you, like us, thrive and adopt thyroid friendly diet and lifestyle recommendations. So we're not here to replace your doctor's advice or the expert's advice. We're here to help you implement those recommendations. And that's how we're different from anything else that's out there. I mean, it really is a revolutionary thing because it's created by thyroid patients for thyroid patients, and there's really nothing else like this out there. This isn't just a email campaign where we, walk you through certain things. It's actually a game. This is a custom built web app is the technical term, but it is a game. You play on a team every day for 30 days. You score yourself along with your teammates on eight daily rituals is what we call them. So these cover, kind of the common core thyroid specific diet and lifestyle recommendations. So, diet, your nutrition is a big part of it, sleep, gut repair, reducing toxins in your home and body, um, all kinds of things that you are like. Our intention was to help people bring more awareness to how our daily habits and choices might be affecting us in positive or negative ways, and to help us like really make that push into and towards thyroid healthy living so that we can thrive. I can't wait either,
I
Adrienne.
can't
I'm
wait.
like, I mean,
So
and really,
excited.
I can't, we're testing this right now and I'm using it and I'm loving it. I mean, and it's so, I can't even express how satisfying it is because we created this because this is what we
We
wanted.
wanted.
This is what we needed. I started using things like this that weren't thyroid specific to help me adopt a thyroid friendly lifestyle. And this was the idea. When Dana and I connected, it was like, somebody needs to do this for thyroid patients. So here we are.
Here we
We had
are.
no idea what we were getting ourselves into.
Wow.
So
No.
much bigger, and a little bit, it's been a harder than we thought. But as my husband likes to say, if something takes longer and is harder than you thought it would be, it probably means you're doing it right. So, but anyway, it's been really incredible so far. People, who are
So
helping us
fun.
test this have had very positive feedback. And so we're so incredibly excited to bring this to you. We really want to help you thrive. So Thyroid 30 launching in September, open for enrollment September 20th. Mark your calendars. Sign up for our mailing list to stay in the loop. That's the best way. And if you still have questions, go to thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30 to learn more about who and what we're doing.
Game on. So
Yeah.
excited. Going to be so much fun. There's teams. Jenny has a team. I have a team. Lots of people already have set teams that you guys will be able to join. So much fun. And you'll be able to connect with your teammates and have the support. And that's one of the things that we really felt passionate about, was being able to bring all of these amazing women or men together in one place that wasn't judging you for not eating this way or not being gluten-free right away or whatever. Everybody's going to be really supportive, and we don't follow a protocol, because this is all about you being able to match this up with the protocol you're following. So it's just very inclusive, and that's something that we felt was missing out there on the web. And so we really just wanted to bring that, and we did. I think we're really, really, really excited.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, whatever kind of recommendations you're following, we built this so that people could really, adapt it and tailor it to what they're working on. Maybe you're using a book, maybe you're working with a holistic nutritionist, maybe you have a naturopath or a functional MD you're working with. You can use this platform to help implement those changes, because guess what? There's all this information out there about what you need to do, but we answer the question of how to
Wow.
do it. How to do it, because it's not easy. We know that. You've got to cut out food groups, and you have to prioritize self-care, and you have to take really good care of yourself, is what it comes down to, which is, these are great recommendations, I feel, for anyone who just wants to feel well and live a vibrant, healthy, whole life, regardless of thyroid disease.
And, not only do we bring the how, but we bring the how along with, here we are with you. We're doing it with you at the same time, and kind of holding your hand, but we're all holding each other's hands. So it's just this big platform of support. No matter what protocol you're on, it all kind of fits, because what we designed this to be customized, so you can put in, specific things about what you're working on. It's really, really incredible. We're so excited. It's going to be fun. We wanted to bring fun back into this, because, thyroid patients have a lot going on. And so we wanted to bring fun into it. And let me just say before we move on that it's easy. It's easy. It's a game, and it's easy, and it's fun, and it's kind of things you're already doing already. And so it just kind of blends with that, but it makes doing all of those things more fun, really. So
Yeah, I think the team aspect and the social aspect is really fun, to be in there and, checking in with your teammates every day. That's, built into the game, and, you know, supporting each other, teasing each other a little bit. I mean, we've had so much fun testing this. And so it just has made us that much more excited to bring it to all of you. So,
and the
we,
feedback has been incredible. And so that
yeah.
makes it even more rewarding and satisfying for Jenny and I, because we wanted this to be great for everybody. And so far the feedback has been amazing. Like, I'm having fun, and this is working, and I love it. And I'm like, that's all the things we wanted the people to say. So
Well, and remember way back when we started, it was like, this isn't really a challenge, and that's not what we want it to be. We don't, thyroid patients have enough challenges already. this is a wellness adventure, right?
It
We
is.
we really
Definitely.
need that, I feel like, as thyroid patients, to make this pursuit of better health light and fun and something that we look forward to checking in with every day, you know?
Yeah, and we'll
So,
be having 4 wellness adventures a year, and we're really excited to launch our first one. Again, cart opens, everything you can want and ask for, September 20th. So excited, guys. You've got to check it out.
so we'd love it if you join us on our first wellness adventure. So, and thank you for being here. Yes, Kate,
Yeah,
fun is part of the healing process, isn't it? You got to,
it is.
keep all those happy, fun chemicals running through your body, and working just towards vibrance, and, making this something that, really feels good. It should feel good, right? It shouldn't be this like, now you broke the rules and you're not,
You can't be part of our club if you aren't eating specifically this way, or that's not, that's dividing people.
yeah,
That's not really bringing everybody together. So that's really what we wanted to try and provide. And
yeah,
because this is such a difficult journey, we wanted to bring fun into it, because let's be real, life is hard. I am living walking proof this very moment. Life is very hard. And so to try to do it together with people worldwide, it's open worldwide, we just felt like that might be something that's
yeah.
missing out there that we could bring to people. So we're really, really honored.
Diane says it makes you feel not alone. I mean, isn't that such a huge thing for all of us? I spent a lot of years just on this path alone, knowing there were other people with, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and undiagnosed Hashimoto's for, years. And you're just kind of like, okay, my doctor just said to take my pill and I'll be fine. And my labs are in the normal range. So any other, things I'm dealing with are just must be in my head or something else. So you're just kind of cruising along. And I think that, maybe can sort of segue us into what we wanted to talk about today on, getting real with Ginny and Dana is um, the phases, right? How do you know when you're ready for something like Thyroid 30? How do you know when you're ready to make changes? Because it's not necessarily the day you get diagnosed. There's a process you have to go through, right?
Yeah. Yes. And we started talking about this several weeks ago, and there really are different phases. I guess you could say denial. You're like, well, I'm just going to take my pill and it's all going to be fine, because you just don't
Yeah.
realize. So there's different phases that you really go through, and I don't think people realize that. It's a big, big deal, because this is a lifelong journey. No matter if you've put your Hashimoto's into remission or not, this is still a lifelong journey. It may be in remission for 5 years, but that doesn't mean you can just not do the things that got you there anymore, or maybe not take your medicine anymore, or you always going to be having to check in and get yearly labs and things like that. So it's a lifelong adventure, and
Right.
and I don't think anybody really realizes that in the beginning. I mean, I definitely didn't.
Right.
I was like, okay, so this is what I have. Thank goodness. Finally, we figured it out. And this was before I was asking any questions. I was living in Costa Rica, and I went to the doctor and I got correctly diagnosed in the office. They did an ultrasound in the office in Costa Rica. It was amazing. The doctor was from Colombia. So, I mean, had gone to Colombia. Sorry, big difference. And he said, take your levothyroxine and get on the plane tomorrow to your Zumba convention, and all will be right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And it
No
wasn't.
problemo.
But I was fine with that. I was like, great, perfect. That's what I wanted. Just give me my pill and we're going to go on our merry way, because I was ready to get on the plane and go have some fun and be a
Right? You want that to be true. You want
yeah,
it to be true that this isn't really that big of a deal. You just take your pill and you go on your merry way and you're going to be fine.
yeah,
And
yeah, and
then,
really not.
yeah, I mean, I went through that phase, and Gina, we even went through, I even was just talking about this with my husband over dinner last night. I remember thinking, wow, I'm just like a really spacey person. Before I was even diagnosed, I didn't know I was dealing with brain fog. Now that I've made those correlations between, okay, now I'm like, for me, a brain fog is very dietary. If I fall off the gluten wagon or am going too far into grains and sugars and things like that, um, my brain is one of the first symptoms. It's one of the first things to kind of go. And my son, James, just turned 7 and had a birthday. And you know what? I fell off the wagon because it was like this emotional thing. It's my son's birthday. He wanted submarine sandwiches, and I wanted to have a sub sandwich with him. And at his party, he wanted pizza, and he wanted a vanilla Spider-Man cake with cream cheese frosting. And I wanted to have a piece of my son's birthday cake. And I did. And personally, if I have one little piece of cake or one little piece of pizza, I can get away with that. Okay. But what happens is then I'm like, well, I just had pizza and a sub sandwich and a piece of cake. So now, let's just have pasta for dinner tomorrow night. And then I just, because it's good and I like it, those things taste good. And then I like fell off the wagon a little bit for like, I don't know, 5 days. And my husband said, I really noticed, like for the first time, I really saw, it's like, I believe you with these correlations, these diet, but he's like, I witnessed you fall off the wagon. And then I witnessed the brain fog. Like he's been having to tell me stuff a couple times. Like, I wasn't sure if you'd remember.
Yeah,
And
which seems crazy and can make you another phase. It can make you angry. Like, well, I want to be able to have the cake. You know,
yeah,
and so you kind of beat yourself up a little bit and things. But basically, once you get back on the wagon, it's okay. I mean, this is life.
yeah,
It's not going to be perfect. It's messy.
right.
It's messy, and it is what it is, and you make the best of it. And so there are lots of phases that you go through.
Yeah,
Before you get diagnosed, you're in a phase, and when you get diagnosed, you're in a phase, and then after you got diagnosed, you're in a phase, and then going from that point to forever, there are so many different phases.
right.
And one of the points that I really wanted to make is that not as extreme as when someone passes, but very similar to when someone passes, you go through phases. And it's difficult for the people that are surrounding you and your friends and family. And
Mm-hmm.
so we wanted to kind of bring this up and put it out there in the world to let you know, or them know, it's okay. It's hard for them. It's hard for you. But there's this level of, I don't know, kind of acceptance or support that needs to happen, right?
Yes.
You need to understand that there are phases. There's going to be a denial phase, and this person's not doing these things. And then 2 weeks later, when they're like, I'm completely gluten free, then you got to go with them on that journey. And then 3 months later, when they say, I'm completely grain free, well, okay. And things keep changing, and they keep introducing things. And, it's just going to be different phases, and there's not going to be any one size fits all for anybody. So it
I
just,
think that's a great parallel, like the phases of grief, and Nadia is here, she's our resident psychotherapist, and I'm sure she could remind us what all the phases of grief are, but anger, blame, denial, things like that. And ultimately, I think acceptance, and when are you ready to make change? Are you ready on day one? Maybe. I think I wish I
I
would
was
have
not.
had this information sooner, but you know, when I found out from other thyroid patients that there were actually things I could be doing, their diet does make a difference, lifestyle does make a difference. I needed to work with a different doctor. I had to find a naturopath. I maybe wasn't ready to hear that. I kind of feel like everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we just get those messages from the universe when we're ready to hear them and when we're ready to make that change. But we really tried to build Thyroid 30 so that wherever you're at on the path, whether you're newly diagnosed or whether you're a veteran on this journey and have been on it for decades, you're welcome here. You'll learn something. You will, this will be beneficial to you. Even
Hopefully
if
you'll
it's
feel
just getting
empowered.
support and going, what do I do? I just found out yesterday. What do I do? I need help. I need support. Point me in the right direction, you know?
I would have loved to have this when I was diagnosed because, well, for one thing, it's $30. So, it's something that you can afford, and it's less than a night a day at the movies. I just went to the movies and with my family, and it was insane. So, very
Right.
affordable, very, very affordable. And you can kind of walk the path with others, but while doing your own thing. You're not in this, you have to be AIP, paleo, whatever you want to group, or you're in this, everybody's got their own thing, but we're all still able to walk together down this path. So
Right.
that's the real, like, really cool thing for me about it. I'm really, really excited. If I'd have had this when I first got diagnosed, it would have at least jump started. It would have it
Yeah.
would have helped me so much, and it would have made it not so terrifying. One of the things that we feel as thyroid patients is overwhelmed really quickly or really easy. Once we start accepting that we need to do some of these things, once we
Right.
get to that stage, once we need to accept, and once we do, you better watch out. But to be able to have the support and friends, and to be able to go along with some other people while they're doing it, I just feel like that's invaluable.
Yeah. As we've prepared this for launch, we always welcome feedback from you, from the people we work with, from our developers, from our, the marketing people we work with, from our team, from everyone. What do you think? Tell us your honest feedback, because this is what helps us improve. And we've actually gotten a couple times some constructive feedback that you didn't price this high enough. From a
Right.
business standpoint, you should price this higher. But it was really important to Dana and I that we make this accessible to as many people as possible. It
Not
wasn't
only
cheap
that,
to build. We have to keep the lights on and run a business so that we can even bring this to the world. That's a reality. But we really wanted to make this as accessible as possible. So,
yeah, that's why we kept it at such a good price. And not only that, but we wanted it to be something that didn't add to the overwhelm, because there's
right,
so much overwhelm. And because what if you want to play again? We built it so that
right.
you can play again.
Yes,
We built it so that each time you play, or when you play, you set an intention for that wellness adventure, be it better sleep or better eating habits or better self-care time.
or a
We
couple of those things. Like
Yeah.
these are the areas I really want to focus on for this 30-day
Now, you
adventure.
don't get off the hook. You still have to work on the other ones too.
Right.
But if you want to focus on sleep, let's say for your 30 days, you do the other 8 daily rituals, and you check in and you score yourself. But most of your emphasis is on your sleep. And
Yeah.
once you have completed your Thyroid 30 in 30 days, then you look back and you see the progress, or maybe the areas that you need help with next time, and you go from there.
Is it Anna or Anna says, I had to make changes, accepted them, and adopted this new lifestyle. Finally found a doctor that has helped me tremendously. Yay. No looking
Woohoo!
back, moving forward. Amen, sister. That's what it's all about. Like, high five. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about focusing on the healing, not the disease. It's not a 30-day promise of, you're going to be healed in 30 days. You're going to reverse your diagnosis and walk away with a clean bill of health. That's not what we're in the business of doing or what we wanted to offer. This is a 30-day push. It's going to be once per season, so 4 times per year. You can do this fun little 30-day, like a refresh,
Start,
kind of.
refresh.
You know, I really like right now, as we're testing this, I'm working on prioritizing self-care and sleep and movement. Like, I need to walk more. We've been kind of chained to our computers. So my goal was to walk 30 minutes 4 times a week, get to bed on time, and try to make some me time, just every day I think about that now.
You think about it more and you think about your points. So putting it into a game aspect really kind of pulls it all together. So it's really not, it's really meant for it to be like a healing journey, us to go along the path with you, but not for perfection. This is not for defeat or anything like that. This is to relish small victories whenever you got them and keep moving forward. And we're going to support you along that path.
The scoring, I think, gives people motivation and accountability. And, I have a little bit of a competitive nature. Like I want to, even just for myself, I want to get a perfect score. So I'm driven to like make better choices throughout the day. My husband, who has been trying this out with us, who's not a thyroid patient and is really just there to, support me, was telling me, I found myself making a healthier choice when I went to the fridge. I wanted to grab like a LaCroix, not the worst thing in the world you can drink, but it's a carbonated beverage in an aluminum can, whatever. He said, I thought about my daily Thyroid30 score. And so I had a glass of coconut water instead because I knew I needed some electrolytes and needed to hydrate my body. And he's like, it really kind of makes you think about those daily choices. And that's what we're about, is bringing awareness. It's not so much about competition or perfection. It's like, let's bring some awareness to the choices that we're making and how they might be affecting our lives.
Yeah. And, it's not about competition, but competition just makes it fun for yourself because you're scoring yourself based on what you've set up in the very beginning. And it's really for you to make successes. So, you're competing against yourself really in a way, because it's about making lifelong ritual habit changes so that you can be on this path easily and not so overwhelmed all the time. So,
absolutely.
So,
Celia's here.
Yeah. Hi, Celia. Hey.
Hi. Talk about a thyroid warrior goddess. She is an amazing person, you guys. And her brand new book is out, The Golden Butterfly. And what an incredible, incredible story she has.
And she's on this journey with us. Woohoo! Yes. And it's all inclusive. Everybody's different. We're all different. And so this Thyroid30 makes that okay. And we are really, really proud and happy and honored to bring it to you.
So wherever you're at on your journey, whatever phase you're in, we welcome you to be a part of this incredible adventure with us, to join the Thyroid Refresh and Thyroid30 families. We'd be so honored to have you on this path with us because we're stronger together.
We are stronger together. 30-day wellness adventure. It's a game, web app, fun, support. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So
can't wait. Thanks for joining us today, guys, for a real talk with Dana and Jenny. We'll see you next Friday at 10.
Sounds great. And so glad to be here with you, Dana. This has been such an incredible adventure. And I love you so much. Couldn't ever imagined we would be doing something like this, and definitely could never have done it without you. So I love you so much. And to all of you out there, sending so much love. We hope you're having a great day today, and we hope you have a great week. We know,
and if you're not, it's okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
So sign up for our mailing list if you haven't already, to stay in the loop. Or to learn more, you can go to thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30 to learn more about our incredible wellness adventure that is going to be opening for enrollment September 20th.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for being here, guys. Mwah.
Mwah.